Welcome back to ChessBox Worldwide. Today we are diving into a high voltage matchup from the 16th African Youth Chess Championship, which took place in Harare, Zimbabwe. We have the eventual gold medalist versus the bronze medalist. This is woman candidate master Nwankwo Michelle Chiamaka taking on Suhana Yadav in the AYCC ladies category round 6. This isn't just a game, it's a tactical clinic. Woman candidate master Michelle Nwankwo from Nigeria comes into this game as the top seed, looking to maintain her perfect momentum. On the other side, Suhana Anil from Uganda is looking to play the spoiler and shake up the standings. What follows is an exchange Slav that is anything but boring. Michelle manages to plant a bone in the throat of Blacker's position so early that by move 18, Suhana, one of the best young players in Uganda, is forced to resign. If you want to see how a master handles the open C file and converts space advantage into a total knockout, you are in the right place. Let's get into the moves. Don't forget to subscribe to ChessBox Worldwide for more exclusive chess news, interviews, and tournament highlights across the globe. And in the white pieces, WCM Nwankwo Michelle Chiamaka from Nigeria opened the game with 1d4, and Suhana Yadav from Uganda played c6, c4 with d5, introducing us the Slav defense, c takes d5, c takes d5. White has opened up the c file and she's ready to use it for her own advantage. Knight c3 hitting on the pawn, knight f6, bishop f4, knight comes to c6, e3 with bishop f5, knight comes to f3, e6, rook c1 taking control of the open file, a6 stopping a knight advances or bishop advances, queen b3 hitting on the pawn which is on b7, and it was in this position that Suhana played bishop b4, pinning down the knight and also trying to obstruct so that the queen can take the pawn on. In this position, Michelle played a3, asking the bishop on b5 a question what's doing there. But however, knight h4 should have been considered, and in case of bishop comes to g6, we could see knight takes g6, and after h takes g6, bishop d3 with a pleasant position to play. But however, after bishop b4, she played a3 and Suhana played instantly bishop takes c3. Pawn takes c3 should have been considered, capturing towards the center, but however, she played rook takes c3, and in this position, Suhana instantly went and played queen e7. But however, knight e4 should have been considered since the knight is hitting the rook instantly on c3. In case of queen takes b7, knight a5 hitting on the queen, queen b4, knight takes c3. Pawn takes c3, we could see f6, knight is protected by the queen. So after knight comes to d2, king f7, after bishop comes to e2, rook e8, and then short castling. This would give Suhana a slight advantage. But however, after rook takes c3, Suhana played queen e7, trying to protect the pawn on b7. Michelle instantly took on the advantage and she played knight e5, hitting in the center. Knight takes e5, she played bishop takes e5. The rook wants to penetrate and sit on c7. And remember, black has not yet gotten time to castle the king side. So in this position, it was very wise for Suhana to go on for short castling. For example, in case of short castling, we could have seen rook c7, queen comes to d8. Now the pawn on b7 is untouchable. For example, in case of rook takes b7, then rook c8, taking control of the open file, and this won't be very easy to go about. That's why in this position, after queen d8, bishop comes to e2, and in case of b5, short castling, trying to bring the other rook, support the rook on c7, and in case of rook comes to c8, rook comes to c1, and I can tell you this would be dominating for Michelle. But however, after bishop takes e5, Suhana played b5. This was inviting white to bring all her heavy pieces in the artillery. In this position, Michelle instantly went on and played rook c7, hitting on the queen on the spot. And after queen comes to d8, she played the best move, queen b4, cutting off the king and stopping it from castling. And now she's planning to bring the bishop on e2, go for short castling, bring all the two rooks together so that she can be able to dominate the whole game. She played rook c8, requesting for an exchange, queen c5, instantly taking control of the c file, and now rook takes c7, and after bishop takes c7, in this position, Suhana went on and played queen d7. But however, queen e7 should have been considered. And in case of bishop d6, we could have seen queen b7, trying to take control of the 7th rank and also protecting all her babies. Bishop comes to e2, we could have seen knight e4, queen b4, f6, trying to create a square where the king can run, and after short castling, trying to bring in the other rook, then king f7, also opening a way for the rook to come in. But however, after bishop takes c7, she played queen d7, and Michelle instantly played f3 to open up a square for the king to go. Suhana went on to play queen c8, and it was in this position, after move 18, that Suhana resigned the game because she anticipated this continuation. In this position, Michelle could have played king f2, and after knight coming to d7, hitting on the queen, queen d6. After e5, bishop comes to e2, h5, and in case of rook c1, this would be dominating. And Suhana did some analysis and she said that this position would be very easy to play, because now you see all these pawns are hanging, and it's going to be just a matter of time for Michelle to win the game. Thank you so much. And after this game, Michelle went on to dominate the category, and she went on to win gold in the category for ladies, and Suhana went on to win bronze, finishing third in the category. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck in your game.